Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, before I start this evening, during my standing ovation, the bar staff have asked that you don't stand on the tables. Good afternoon everyone. As you're all aware, we're here for a very special occasion, and that's to get pissed. I apologise, that's wrong. I'll start again. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're all aware we're here for a very special occasion, and that's to get bollocks. Is there security in the place? Can you call security? I don't like to take that table in there. Like some out of a Right Said Fred convention. Looking around, there is something missing from the top table. There's a special guest. It's not here. I think I can sort that one out for you. Go into my bag. For those of you who are not aware of what this represents, on Paul's stag weekend, he had to carry this day and night for the whole weekend, not put it down. Courtesy of Stuart Spiller, who went on the second attempt on the grab machine in the arcade. The other thing you wouldn't be aware of, this is actually, well, was worth £50. On the Saturday night in question, a young Chinese couple come up to us who put all their money into that machine, couldn't get one. Every time they put the money in, it didn't happen. Couldn't win it. So they spent a fortune on it. So they said, look, can we buy that million for £50? Well, the lads had a little bit of a get together, we chatted about it, but we declined the offer. This would have relieved Paul of his duties of carrying it for the rest of the weekend. So, Paul, can you keep all that, please? Julie, actually, I'm not going to leave you out this one. I've got a little something for you. I nicked my bag here. There's no vibrator in it, don't worry.
She don't need one, Mum.
I'm not going to say too much, Joe, okay, but if Julie does happen to go missing this evening, make sure you visit the disabled toilets first. There you go, Joe.
Thank you, Martin. Remember that, Tom?
I got something. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's anybody out there that's feeling nervous, apprehensive, a little bit queasy, that's probably because you just married Paul Day. Nah, all joking aside. All joking aside. Where can I begin to discuss a man who has come from such humble beginnings? Who, like a shooting star, has risen to the top of his profession? How do I mention how he's achieved this purely for his intelligence, his grit, and determination? And the ability to go the extra mile where others have fallen. What can I also say about a man who's distinguished himself at the very highest level amongst his peers? That's enough about me. What we're here to talk about is Paul. In case you haven't figured out yet, the reason why I'm stood here today is because Paul has actually asked me to be his best man. What defines a best man's duties? I've done a little bit of research on this, okay, and this is what I found. At the reception, the best man should always keep things running smoothly, welcoming people, and keeping everything ticking over. I would ask to thank you all for coming. Thank you for your gifts that you also so generously donated. I personally had a hard time though getting Paul something that he really, really genuinely needed. How do you wrap up a sense of humour? I also believe the first thing a man should do is explain how he knows the group. Well, being identical twins, that should really give that one away. You won't realise that I'm actually 11 minutes older than Paul. Okay, I remember the birth well. All I could hear is the midwife saying, push harder. So I did. 11 minutes later, Paul arrived. The very first words that Paul spoke was, bloody old Martin. Get in there, go. I'd also like to say though, being twins, we are extremely close, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for Paul, and likewise, there's nothing he wouldn't do for me on that one. Right, so you got that there done.
There's no joke coming on that one.
Keep it high, drop it low, keep it high, drop it low. Low. Alright, I'm going to take a couple of minutes now to tell you a short story. I think it's funny, but I'm sure you won't. Some of you would not realise that Paul was actually a half-sided boxer in his day. A little bit, you know. You also didn't realise as well that also he had a very brief, and I mean brief, TV career. I remember him coming in one day from boxing training. He came through the door and he said, "You'll never guess what." Guess what? He said, when I was training, a TV crew coming. I said, "Oh, right, okay." Only transpires it was the TV series Casualty. Well, you can imagine how excited he was. They offered him an opportunity to be an extra in the boxing scene a couple of days later. Paul spent the next day tying himself up, all for the cameras obviously. He got himself a perm. He did like a perm, mind. Jumped on the sunbed. He bought some new training clothes, obviously, for the scene ahead. He also told every man and his dog of the up-and-coming acting debut. As you can imagine, Paul turned up suited and booted and completed a two-hour boxing shoot. When Paul came through the door later on that day, if I was to say he was pleased with his performance, that would be an understatement. Even the producer said, in Paul's own words, and I quote, "I'm very impressed." Called all around the friends and family and told them of the date of the episode. What an occasion. My own brother, the TV star. The evening in question, Paul sat around the living room and waited with bated breath for the start of the music. The titles rolled in, and there he was. Well, we think it was him. All we could see was a pair of boxing gloves and a speedball at a distance. His acting career was all over in tatters before he even started. Right.
Next one. I think your taxi's outside, man.
Julie's asked me to put this particular story in. Okay. And when we were kids, there was me, obviously we got quite a large family, but on this particular day, it was only myself, Paul, and my sister. Now, I've got to say, maths was never my mum's strongest point. Okay? There was 3 kids in the house, she brought 2 Mars bars in. We'll get on to that in a minute. So what do you do? Well, obviously, the golden girl gets 1 Mars bar. And we're a little bit older now, so maybe what I would have done, as I got a bit older, I'd have got a Mars bar, and I'd have cut it in half. I would have cut it in half and said, "Here, Paul, you eat yours, and I'll eat mine." That didn't happen. Mum suggested that I ate my half of the Mars bar first, then Paul followed in it mine. Oh, it's what he said. So I started peeling the top of the Mars bar wrapper off. Before I could take the first bite, I put it on my shoe. Come on, man. Come on. The more he pulled on my arm, the slower I went. Well, I've got to say, he got on my nerves that much that day. In the end, I pulled the whole wrapper down, and I went. So the moral of the story is, buy 3 Mars bars. Your mum's fault. Well, I can honestly say, Paul, in Julie, you have managed to get one of the best girls possible. I do have to say how lucky you are. You'll leave here today, having gained a wife that is warm, loving and caring, and who is funny and beautiful. Okay. And Julie, you will leave here today, having gained a gorgeous dress and a lovely book. Only joking, go. Paul is one of the kindest and caring people I know, and I must say it's an honour to be standing here today as Paul's best man. Good job, it's card 12, oh God for that. Paul's best man, and see him so happy. He has been a massive part of my life, and I'm very proud to call him my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, it now gives me immense pleasure and...
Can I stop you for a second, please?
In anticipation for your speech, Martin, and I appreciate it, the years of pain I felt through that Mars bar.
Start at Mars.
One second. I would love to give you a present, and this is from the heart.
You might have to scrap.
So you might have... You happy, yes? And you can lick that to your heart's content, though.
Oh, sorry, babe. Thanks, Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure, not to mention relief, to invite you all to stand and raise your glasses in a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Mrs. Day. It was going so well. We wish them well in the future and hope they enjoy a long and happy marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul and Julie Day.